हेलो. लॉन्ग टाइम. वेल, आज मेरे हाथ में है नई क्रिमिनल मैनुअल. तो इंडेक्स से स्टार्ट करते हैं. लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द भारतीय. द लिख दिया है भारतीय के आगे, कोई बात नहीं. द भारतीय न्याय संहिता 2023, एक्ट नंबर 45 और 2023, BNS 2023, रिप्लेसिंग इंडियन पीनल कोड 1860. तो ये नया एक्ट पास हुआ है, तो इसको एक बेयर रेटिंग दे देते हैं. इंडेक्स को क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है. द भारतीय न्याय संहिता 2023 कंटेंट्स चैप्टर 1 प्रिलिमिनरी, 1 short title commencement and application, 2 definitions, 3 general explanations, chapter 2 of punishments, 4 punishments, 5 commutation of sentence, 6 fractions of term of punishment, 7 sentence may be bracket in certain cases of imprisonment bracket close, wholly or partly, rigorous or simple, 8 amount of fine, liability in default of payment of fine, etc. 9 limit of punishment of offense made up of several offenses. 10 punishment of person guilty of one of several offenses, judgment stating that it is doubtful of which. 11 is solitary confinement. 12 is limit of solitary confinement. 13 is enhanced punishment for certain offenses after previous conviction. Chapter 3, it talks about general exceptions. 14, act done by a person bound or by mistake of fact believing himself bound by law. 15, act of judge when acting judicially. 16, act done pursuant to judgment or order of court. 17, act done by a person justified or by mistake of fact believing himself justified by law. 18, accident in doing a lawful act. 19, act likely to cause harm but done without criminal intent and to prevent other harm. 20, act of a child under 7 years of age. 21, act of a child above 7 years of age under 12 years of age of immature understanding. 22, act of a person of unsound mind. 23, act of a person incapable of judgment by reasoning of intoxication caused against his will. 24, offense requiring a particular intent or knowledge committed by one who is intoxicated. 25, act not intended and not known to be likely to cause death or grievous hurt but done by consent. 26, act not intended to cause death done by consent in good faith for person's benefit. 27, act done in good faith for benefit of child, of person of unsound mind by or by consent of guardian. 28, consent known to be given under fear of misconception. 29, exclusion of acts which are offenses independently of harm caused. 30, act done in good faith for benefit of a person without consent. 31, communication made in good faith. 32, act to which a person is compelled by threats. 33, act causing slight harm. Of right of private defense. 34, things done in private defense. 35, right of private defense of body and property. 36, right of private defense against act of person of unsound mind, etc. 37, acts against which there is no right of private defense. 38, when right of private defense of body extends to causing death. 39, when such right extends to causing any harm other than death. 40, commencement and continuance of right of private defense of body. 41, when right of private defense of property extends to causing death. 42, when such right extends to causing any harm other than death. 43, commencement and continuance of right of private defense of property. 44, right of private defense against deadly assault when there is risk of harm to innocent person. Chapter 4 of abatement, criminal conspiracy and attempt of abatement. 45, abatement of a thing. 46, abater. 47, abatement in India of offences outside India. 48, abatement outside India for offences in India. 49, punishment of abatement if act abated is committed in consequence and where no express provision is made for its punishment. 50, punishment of abatement if person abated does act with different intention from that of abater. 51, liability of abater when one act abated and different acts done. 52. Abettor when liable to cumulative punishment for act abetted and for act done. Liability of abettor for an offence. 53. Liability of abettor for an act caused by act abetted different from that intended by abettor. 54. Abettor present when offence is committed. 55. Abatement of offence punishable with death or imprisonment of life. 56. Abatement of offence punishable with imprisonment. 57. Abetting commission of offence by public or by more than 10 persons. 58. Concealing design to commit offence punishable with death or imprisonment of life. 59. Public servant concealing design to commit offence which it is his duty to prevent. 60. Concealing design to commit offence punishable with imprisonment. 61 is criminal conspiracy. 62 is punishment for attempting to commit offences punishable with imprisonment for life or other imprisonment. Chapter 5 Offences against women and child. 63 rape. 64 punishment for rape. 65 punishment for rape in certain cases. 66 punishment for causing death or resulting in persistent vegetative state of victim. 67 sexual intercourse by husband upon his wife during separation. 68 sexual intercourse by a person in authority. 69 sexual intercourse by employing deceitful means. 70 gang rape. 71 punishment for repeat offenders. 72 disclosure of identity of victim of certain offences, etc. 73 printing or publishing any matter relating to court proceeding without permission. 74 assault or use of criminal force to women with intent to outrage her modesty. Section 5 sexual harassment. 76 assault or use of criminal force to women with intent to disrobe. 77 voyeurism. 78 stalking. 79 word, gesture or act intended to insult modesty of women. 80 dowry death. 81 cohabitation caused by man deceitfully inducing belief of lawful marriage. 82 marrying again during lifetime of husband or wife. 83 marriage ceremony fraudulently gone through without lawful marriage. 84 enticing or taking away or detaining with criminal intent a married woman. 85 husband or relative of husband of a woman subjecting her to cruelty. 86 cruelty defined. 87 kidnapping, abducting or inducing women to compel her marriage. 88 causing miscarriage. 89 causing miscarriage without woman's consent. 90 death caused by act done with intent to cause miscarriage. 91 act done with intent to prevent child being born alive or to cause die after death. 92 causing death or quick unborn child by any act amounting to culpable homicide. 93 exposure and abandonment of child under 12 years of age by parent or person having care of it. 94 concealment of birth by secret disposal of dead body. 95 hiring, employing or engaging a child to commit an offence. 96 procuration of a child. 97 kidnapping or abducting child under 10 years of age with intent to steal from its person. 98 selling child for purpose of prostitution. 99 buying child for purposes of prostitution, etc. Chapter 6 of offences affecting the human body. 100 culpable homicide. 101 murder. 102 culpable homicide by causing death of the person other than person whose death was intended. 103 punishment for murder. 104 punishment for murder by life convict. 105 punishment for culpable homicide not amounting to murder. 106 causing death by negligence. 107 abatement of suicide of child or person of unsound mind. 108 abatement of suicide. 109 attempt to murder. 110 attempt to commit culpable homicide. 111 organized crime. 112 petty organized crime. 113 terrorist act of hurt. 114 hurt. 115 voluntary causing hurt. 116 grievous hurt. 117 voluntary causing hurt. 118 voluntary causing hurt or grievous hurt by dangerous weapons or means. 119 voluntarily causing hurt or grievous hurt to extort property or to constrain to an illegal act. 120, voluntarily causing hurt or grievous hurt to extort confession or to compel restoration of property. 121, voluntarily causing hurt or grievous hurt to deter public servant from his duty. 122, voluntarily causing hurt or grievous hurt on provocation. 123, causing hurt by means of poison, etc., with intent to commit an offense. 124, voluntarily causing grievous hurt by use of acid. 125, act endangering life or personal safety of others. 126, wrongful restraint. 127, wrongful confinement. 128, force. 129, criminal force. 130, assault. 131, punishment for assault or criminal force otherwise than on grave provocation. 132, assault or criminal force to deter public servant from discharge of his duty. 133, assault or criminal force with intent to dishonor a person otherwise than on grave provocation. 134, assault or criminal force in an attempt to commit theft of property carried by a person. 135, assault or criminal force in attempt to wrongfully confine a person. 136, assault or criminal force on grave provocation. 137, kidnapping. 138, abduction. 139, kidnapping or maintaining a child for purpose of begging. 140, kidnapping or abducting in order to murder or for ransom, etc. 141, importation of girl or boy from foreign country. 142, a wrongfully concealing or keeping in confinement kidnapped or abducted person. 143, trafficking of person. 144, exploitation of trafficked person. 145, habitual dealing in slaves. 146, unlawful compulsory labor. Chapter 7 of offences against the state. 147, waging or attempting to wage war or abetting waging of war against Government of India. 148, conspiracy to commit offences punishable by Section 147. 149, collecting arms, etc., with intention of waging war against Government of India. 150, concealing with intent to facilitate design to wage war. 151, assaulting President Governor with intent to compel or restrain exercise of any lawful power. 152, act endangering sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. 153, waging war against government of any foreign state at peace with Government of India. 154, committing depredation on territories of foreign state at peace with Government of India. 155, receiving property taken by war or depredation mentioned in sections 153 and 154. 156, public servant voluntarily allowing prisoner of state or war to escape. 157, public servant negligently suffering such prisoners to escape. 158, aiding escape of, rescuing or harboring such prisoner. So this was my first part. We have reached till section 158, and I'm gonna come in the second part and relaunch my video on the part 2, which starts with chapter 8. All right.